craziest brides I ever had was at my very first wedding. It's all gone uphill from there. It was almost 10 years ago. This bride was about 5 foot nothing and maybe 100 pounds. And when I arrived at the venue, she had already downed a bottle of champagne. So things were going well, but she was handling it well, honestly. We do the getting ready pictures, all that. Then we head over across the street to the actual wedding venue. I'm a little bit ahead of them. I'm standing there in the parking lot waiting on them. And here comes the bride and her maid of honor across in their Jeep. It's taking a little bit longer than I would expect, but that's okay. We had plenty of time. I finally steps out of the car, and when she does, a cartoon level of smoke billows out of the car. I'm immediately hit with the smell of a skunk. So we do the first look. Everything's honestly going well. I'm getting some really great photos. One of the bridesmaids, who was a friend of mine, came up to me and goes, "Just so you know, the bride just had a Xanax, and she tends to get pretty emotional when that happens. I just wanted to give you a heads up." No sooner did those words leave her lips that I heard the bride's crying, and she's standing in her wedding dress in the parking lot as people are arriving for her wedding, and she is bawling. She's going, "I just wish Papa was here." I just say, thank God that we did a first look and we got all of her photos done before the wedding, because after the wedding, I literally didn't get a single photo of her where she was not laying her head on her husband. I wish I could say that's the only time that I've had a bride get entirely too lit before her wedding, but it's not. In fact, this last weekend, I had a best man who was puking in the middle of wedding party portraits and then actually didn't even make it to the wedding. He couldn't stand up during the ceremony. He missed it. Then he tried to give a speech during the reception and got stopped. You gotta know your limits, baby.